Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new office. This is something that I've been working on for a very long time. You've heard me talk about in videos, and now it is finally here. But this was not a short job because it wasn't just moving all of my stuff into another room, painting the walls, putting up my sign, things like that. This broom actually never existed in this house. I ended up turning this in my garage, which was just a normal 2-car garage, and I ended up putting this in. This was a lot easier said than done because there was a lot of things to do. I had to frame up an entire room, put up drywall, put a door hole in it, paint it, mud it and tape it, and literally build it from the ground up, which was not easy whatsoever. You see, this is in a garage, which means it's very cold in the winter because I live in Canada, which means it needs to be insulated and put up off of that concrete ground that is in the garage. So the first thing I needed to do was build a subfloor. The problem with that is in a garage, your floor is graded, which means the front of it drains out, which means it's lower than the back of it, which means I had to level out the floor, which is a lot easier said than done. But luckily, with the size of the room, I could just throw a 2x4 under the one side and then build the floor on top of it and put it all together, screw it all together, and then wham bam, thank you ma'am, we have ourselves a floor. From there, you then have to build up the walls. Framing up the walls, 16-inch studs, is relatively straightforward. You just measure it out, figure out how it's going to fit. I had to put it around one metal beam, which wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but then you have your walls. Then comes the worst job of all. Literally, I think it's one of the worst jobs in the world, is drywalling. So to drywall up the room, you throw the drywall on, screw it in. That isn't the bad part. After this, you have to tape and mud it and sand it, and it is a complete mess. And the thing that I hated about this is even when you're done that, it still really doesn't look good. Now at this point, you're cutting the door hole out, you're getting ready to eventually paint it. But like I said, it is a complete mess. It is totally messy, and it really, really sucks. But once you get that done, then you get the paint on. This is the part where things start looking good. You put the paint on the outside of the room. I painted it white, and then the inside I did a darker color, as well as putting in some floors. These are just really cheap vinyl flooring, basically the cheapest that I could get. It snaps together really quickly. It's super easy to put in. That I have done before. That's like the one thing. That and painting are the two things I actually had done here before. From there, you then put on the door, you put on the trim, you kind of do all the final touches. Then the last thing I did was work on what is behind me here. So behind me, I have some basic acoustic paneling. It's basically plastic that just looks really good with the proper lighting on it. I have a nano leaf light, the strip going around the bottom. That's like the kind of white glow you see coming up behind me. Why when I raise my arms, the bottom is brighter than the top. And then we have my neon sign. This thing has been in my last 4 offices, I believe, that I've been in. I love that thing. People generally really like it. So we brought it along, threw it on top of that wall. That's the last thing that I put in here. Then we have the final setup, the thing that you probably wanted to see from the very beginning. So let me dive into that. So as far as the actual setup itself, front and center, I have my gaming PC. I believe I have a 4090 in this bad boy, 3 monitors. So I generally play on the middle monitor, hence why the camera is right above it. We got the Elgato lights and then my neon light in the background that you saw before behind me. As far as what is up there, that is actually a separate PC. So that is my streaming PC. I don't remember what graphics card I have in that, but this is my favorite part of the setup, is that up there, because what that allows me to do is have OBS up there. Let me show you. So as you can see, there is me, and I can have everything set up there for streaming, for recording, everything like that, and it all goes onto that PC. Then I can also have stream chat up there and read it. So we're going to be streaming more. That's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks or so. And of course, with the launch of Modern Warfare 3. Meanwhile, down here, I have all my gaming. This is where I edit my videos, everything like that. Of course, I also have a fireplace on the wall over here because I live in Canada and we're in a garage here and it is very cold in the winter. So we got to stay warm in the winter, but the PCs help with that as well. So you got the gaming front and center. You got the streaming up there, and then I also have the 2 sets of mouse and keyboard. So that one over there is for the streaming PC, whereas the one in the middle in front of me is for the gaming. And then of course I've got my SCUF controller as well, and everything's set up really well. The one thing I do have to work on, I don't know if you can see this, is the cable management. It is a mess down there. I also have to get my PlayStation in here, of course, for the early beta. So we need to work on getting all of that. But essentially that's what we have for now. And it works really, really smooth, allows me to stream really easily, set everything up really fast, and get videos out as fast as possible. I really like having that TV up there for the second PC. If no one's ever done that for their setup, I really highly recommend that. And one thing that I really love about this office is it's set up really well for streaming, which is something that I'm going to start doing, and I should be doing it at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, till about noon Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So it's going to be something that we do quite frequently, and mostly playing Call of Duty, but we're going to mix in some other games, and that's what's going to be coming on this channel moving forward. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm looking forward to building out this channel even more. And I kind of have a little goal for myself for this channel, is to build it up to 100,000 subscribers within the next year. Whether that happens or not, I don't know, but we're going to have more reaction videos. We're going to be watching videos together on stream, putting them up on the channel, that kind of thing. I'm just really looking forward to building something separate out than what we have on the Call of Duty channel. Now, of course, there's going to be all the Call of Duty stuff going up over there. We're going to be playing through campaigns. We're going to be streaming Call of Duty, and I'm really looking forward to that. Now, the one thing that you may notice in here is it is really echoey. That is because it's in a garage. It has 10-foot ceilings, which means they're much higher than I would normally have in a normal room. Even though I've got lots of furniture in here and a lot of things to stop those bouncing, the ceiling is really high. So I think I'm just going to put some acoustic foam up there, staple it up there, and I think that should get rid of everything that we need to sound wise. So probably within the next week or so that'll go up and it'll be sounding even better. My PlayStation's going to be in here, of course, for streaming the beta that is coming out, and there's going to be a lot coming to the channel that I'm really looking forward to. This office is going to make that happen, and it should be soundproofed really well from the rest of the house, which is a big thumbs up in my books. This was something cool. I've never really built my own office, if that makes sense. I have constructed things, put in a built-in desk, put in built-in shelves behind me, things along those lines, but I've never built a whole room or done anything like this. So it was a kind of cool project that I just kind of wanted to bring you guys along and show you how I did it. I would say the 2 hardest things were getting that subfloor evened out, and then the second thing was just freaking mudding that drywall. Anyone who does that as a full-time job, you have far more patience than I do. And it takes artistic ability. Like a couple areas around the room, there's some like bumps on the wall where I didn't sand it properly. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but hey, we're here now. It is all built out. I'm looking forward to bringing you plenty of content from here. We've got Call of Duty next coming up within the next week. We've got Spider-Man coming out. We got plenty of other games coming to the channel. So stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys this content, but that is The Office. I'm curious what you guys think of it. Let me know what you think of the setup. The newest one. I haven't done one of these, I don't think, ever on this channel. So let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're